Hi and welcome to Blender Source, my YouTube channel about 3D and all around the 3D world. Today I want to create this little something for Gameasset. Maybe we will use it in Empires and Tribes, the game. I don't know yet. We will see what the outcome is of this little thing. I want to create a well, because we are using wells in Empires and Tribes, and it is a little bit important for your town. If you create a town in Empires and Tribes and you want to grow your people, you want to get a better city or better town, you have to have a well. So I'm creating one right now, and yeah, let's see what is the outcome of that. So wait for it. I just have to push a button here. Just a moment, and we are in Blender. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, now we are in Blender 2.8, and I want to create this in Blender 2.8 because because I can. Because I want that. And at first I want to have something, don't know where it is. Active navigation. Oh, the new user interface is really difficult for me to work with right now. Navigation. Where the heck is it? I want that blenders always stay in the orthographic mode, but okay, let's go with that. So at first we are going to make some stones for the well, and for that I'm going to, at first I want to go in the look dev. This is my mode I work with, because it's more the old style than the other visual modes are. So we have one stone here, and I want to have a modifier on that. Let's go with a bevel modifier, and let's see, and this, and let's see if we can change that to maybe that one here. Okay. So I want to have a bevel modifier. This should be okay. So we have beveled the edges here, and now let's copy that. Let's go into the edit mode. Let's make it as one object. So like that. And let's make it a little bit bigger, like that, and bring it over a little bit to here, so we have no gap in between, or no big gap in between, just a small one. And let's make another one. Let's copy this here again, and maybe let's make a smaller one here. Let's go like that, and move that to here, something like that. And maybe we take another one to get more varieties here, so like that, and make it a little bit larger. Oh no, let's make it smaller. Let's make it again smaller here, and another big one here, like that. Maybe we give the big ones just a so we can use then the modifier I want. Let's go with that and give it another one here and move that to here and this one here. You don't have to be that precise with these. This is just a try and error here. And now we have these guys here, and I don't like that. Can we make scene lights? Scene lights, yes. Scene world, no. Scene world, not. Maybe we can make another one. Let's make this one. This is auto. Let's see if we try that. Or we try that one here. Okay, now it's better to see. And now I'm going to apply the bevel modifier. Oh, no, okay, we tried it first with another modifier, and this is simply deform. And as you can see, it deforms right now around the x-axis, because here is the axis is on x. I want to have it on z. So I want to bend it, and as you can see, we get here a really cool thing. And if we going to bend this more, you can see it's really cool to like it bends. It bends like it should. The inner part of the stones are much smaller than the outer ones, and I add another modifier. Let's add another one and go to bring this up here like that. And now we have two, and we can now let's go to 360 and let's make a 360 out of that. And you can see we have now a really cool round shape. And let's go with an array. Let's make it more like that. And this is looking pretty cool, I think. And yeah, that's it. That's what I need to create the well. So in the I make here a cut because I want to save the video, and just make a cut. I'll leave it in that position. You can see that I will just save that, and I do nothing more, and then I'm really in a minute, in a second, I'm back. Just wait for it. It's just a cut. So I have saved the file, and now we are going to, I have the thing on because I was watching something on my other screen, and I smoked a cigarette, by the way. Okay, now let's get this here, and let's call this base wall. And let's go to here and make a new collection and call this collection. Let's call it backup. And now I want to copy that and move it to backup. And now I can hide this. And now I want to apply the modifiers. First, I'm going to apply the bevel modifier, then the array modifier, and then the simple deform modifier. Now we have a mesh. As you can see, no. What's that? We are on this one here. So where we have, okay, I have made a mistake, a small mistake. Bevel, here, I want to hide that. And now let's apply let's apply the simple deform. No, at first I'm going to apply the array modifier and then the simple deform modifier. Now we have that here. And now the bevel modifier. Okay. Now I want to check about, let's go to mesh, clean up, go to merge by distance, and that's okay. So we have delete doubles. Merge by distance is the new remove double thing. And now let's go to here and let's just set the third point to the center. So we grab these guys here. Maybe these guys not. Only the one on the bottom. And I cannot make a ring selection or a loop selection because there are gaps in between and not connected. So I have to do it like that. And now I'm setting the cursor to selected. And now I want to have the cursor. Let's see. Object. Where is it? Set origin to 3D cursor. This is something I really don't like. This one here. Set origin, and it was on Alt, Shift, Control, Alt, and C, and it's not there anymore. So I have to live with that. And now I make a copy of that and bring it up, and just scale it, except for the set direction, and scale it down just a little bit so that we have something like that. So there's a little step here, and now we can Ctrl D, move it up, bring it to here, and maybe at first I'm going to rotate it in the set direction. Let's rotate it like that, so that these gaps here are not on these ones here. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to move this as well, like that. And as you can see, these extra loop cuts prevent these guys here of doing yeah, let's say not so good looking surface. So we're going to copy that again and bring it up, and I have to see here that the gap is too much, so I'm going to bring this down, rotate this here as well, rotate like that. So this is looking pretty good. So we can scale it except for the set direction maybe a little bit, so that we have a little bit of scale it and shift set and make it a little bit one bigger, one a little bit smaller, so that we have a little bit of variation in that. So we can move the lamp here out of the thing here, so we don't have this awkward light here. So, and now we have, I think, the base of the well, and now I will make another short break because yeah, it's just because it's really early in the morning and I have to do certain things. So I'm going to record this video during the day. Maybe my clothes will change as well during the day. We will see. So I know. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Now we have this here. I'm going to copy that another time, one time more. So going to put this on the top here. And let's scale it, expect for the Z direction. Let's scale it out. And let's scale it in the Z direction now directly, like that. So now let's see. Maybe we have to correct this here as well. So let's select these ones here. And scale it, expect for the Z direction and bring it in. Like that. Yep. Now we have that. And now we can modify this whole thing a little bit. So I want to have a little bit more, put a little more life in it. So I'm going to grab this, and we are doing, let's go with the proportional editing. And let's see, grab. Let's do that, bring it down, bring these up just a little bit. And if we need some more geometry, just put in that loop cut here so we can create a little bit more of the geometry. So like that, and we can slide it to the front here and bring it down. That's one here. That we don't have a gap here, so that it's just looking like it's weathered or something like that. Or someone has done something with the well, or it's just old. So I go with that. And this is another thing, you have to press A, and if you press A another time, it doesn't do anything. So we have to press really fast A 2 times. Bring this down. And this method, I'm going through the whole well and adjust it here and there, just to have a little bit more of a used look then after that. I'm trying not to create much more geometry here. Let's go with that and bring it down to see as well. And these guys here up. And let's go with that. Like that. And here as well. Go to top view, bring the lip in, add more loop cuts here. This is what I hate, this selection thing, this A selection. This is not like it used to be. So let's bring it down. Maybe we make a loop cut here and bring it to the front and bring it a little bit more down. These two here, like that. So that we have really a little bit of life in this thing. This is the, let's say, the perfection of imperfection. If you want to achieve an effect and you trying to get it perfect, it sometimes looks fake. And even if you have a really low poly object, you can do really it's good for a model if you do something which causes an imperfection of the model. I'm going through that. And I'm doing this for all these guys here. Just a little bit little adjustments here and there. Let's have a look. And it looks more used and better than before. So I'm going to go to this one here, and now let's bring these guys inwards. Like that. Some of them may be a little bit bigger. Let's go to top view. And select those guys here. And bring them a little bit out. Like that. Maybe a little bit more. Let's get in the set direction as well. Like that. And this here, let's add here a loop cut. Grab it, bring it to the front. And bring it up. And maybe we can do it a little bit with a fade selection. That doesn't look... I don't want to do that every single block is looking the same. Like that. Bring it in. Bring it out. Here as well, just bring it a little bit outwards here. And let's make a little bit of a distortion as well here again, and maybe here. Bring it up. And sometimes it's very difficult to grab one of these, and this one here, I want to have this here, and let's pick it up. And let's go with face selection, bring it to the front a little bit more, and so on and so on. And now let's skip that in the video, so I can do that off screen, and I will record again when I'm doing something else. So this is just looking at me moving some of the faces and vertices around, so it's not really interesting. So I'm back when I'm done. See ya. So these are the last few steps I'm doing on the walls. And after this, we are going to modify the button here, and the button I want to have a little bit more, yeah, let's say wilder, because it's much more used. Maybe you kick your foot on that, or there's a much more weathering than on the other part of the model, I think. And for the texturing, I will do two versions. One for the game, and one I will do a little bit more, yeah, let's say sophisticated texturing with Substance Painter. And we'll see how that works. So let's do that. Okay, and let's bring this a little bit down. That. So like I said before, it's I think a good model is not perfect, has more imperfections than to get this realistic look, because nothing in nature is even, and Perfect. So let's see. No, we don't do the look dev and this one here. Move that a little bit outwards, so like that, and now we are through that. So I've given all the stones here a little bit different appearance. There's no pattern involved, so all it's different than the other stone. And now let's go to this one here. Here I want to make a little bit more, let's say a little bit more, I want to make it a little bit more outstanding, a little bit more weathered. So let's go with that. And on one side, it's good to have that we have reduced or removed the doubles. On the other side, I have now the problem that these are connected here because they shared the same. One vertex shared the same place, and now this vertex is gone. So we have to work around that. Let's bring this a little bit more out and scale it a little more, and remove the X-ray and get these ones here. Well, this one here, this face, and here as well. So let's do that. Grab it, bring it more to the more outwards here, and scale it in the X direction, like that. Move it a little bit. That. Another loop cut here, and bring it on here, like that. Maybe here as well. A little bit more. That looks like that. Okay, this is looking good. And now I'm going around this whole bottom part here, and I will change every stone as well. So I'll be back when this is done. Okay, now that we have this well here, yeah, nearly done. As you can see, I have modified the whole thing a little bit so that it looks like a little bit more natural, a little bit more with the life. We can start to create the wood part of that, of the well. It should be a thing which goes up and something like a roof on the top, and with a axle in the middle, so you can go like that, and you can pull up the bucket or lower the bucket with lashing or something like that. So for that, I'm going to add, we have to wait just a moment, my Blender is rethinking what it's doing or she's doing, so I'm having here a new, let's go with the move tool, and I should have right now, what the heck is happening? Okay. Whatever. That's somehow stuck. So I'm adding here a cube. Where's the cube? Where is the cube? Where's the cube? Where's the cube? Where's the cube? There's no cube. add cube. Let's see that. Why is the cube here and not in the right collection? So we delete that. Going to this collection here, and we add a cube. Okay, now the cube is in the right there. Okay, there was a problem there. The cube was in the wrong collection here, and the collection was hidden. So we hit this again, hide this again, and let's go with the front view here, or side view. And let's bring it down like that, a little bit over. Now I'm going to select the top vertices, and let's just bring it up like that. I think it should be good, and a little bit backwards to about here. Maybe we can get it down, expect for the Z axis like that. This should be good. Okay. And now let's see what we can do here. I'm going to the edit mode, and I add here. Let's try something. Let's add another one. Bring it down like that. Now let's select this part here on the top and bring it over like that. Now let's connect these guys here. And someone has said to me, a pro had said to me, always it's forbidden to make your own geometry. And sometimes I really understand what she was saying about that. And this is about, because if you do something manually, you never get the things right. Trust me. So let's, as you can see, we have here, somehow I have the right proportions here. It's more random than really that I wanted it out. It is like this. So it is always better to use geometry out of Blender than you use geometry which you create your own. If you do a circle, it's better you use a circle and a real circle and not your own circle. I'm going to mirror that. And now we have this. And I'm going to see. Yes, this is cool. So let's duplicate this here and bring it over to about here. So now we have this. And now I want to make a little bit realistic framework here. So I'm adding a new cube, bring it up, bring it over, and in the front, the side view, let's see, get a little bit down, move it over, and move it up like that. And now scale in the X direction. Let's see where we're going with this. We can middle this out a little bit we can align that to the middle by using the cursor selected, and here object, oh no, selection to cursor, keep offset, selection to cursor. Very simple. So now let's see. Let's go move that a little bit upwards like that. And maybe we can add here mirror modifier as well. So I'm going to make a loop cut here in the middle and just add a mirror modifier like that. But I don't have to worry about what's happening there on this side here. So let's go with that and move that down, make it a little bit smaller like that, and a little bit more like that, maybe like that. Yes. Okay. You know what the 3D artists do the most time? Which tool uses the 3D artist the most time? It's the rotating tool. This is something which most of the time the 3D artist is doing, is watching his model on all sides and decides how he goes on with the model. So let's see, what can we do? Maybe we use a totally another idea about this. Maybe we can do something else. Let's go with that and bring it to the top, something like that, and move it down. And now let's work with this here. Just move it up like that. Maybe we can move that a little bit over like that, and bring it down, and bring this down here as well like that. Move it like that. Yeah, this is much more what I want to have. So let's go with this up to here. I think, yeah, this is the geometry we can work with. This is really cool. So let's delete that here and bring this over to the side. Okay, now we have this, and we can now go on and we can add some more geometry here. Let's go on and bring in some. Let's bring in the top frame here, top beam, which goes from here to here. So we add another cube, and let's bring it up to here and bring it somehow in the middle here. Let's go in the Y direction and just stretch it out like that, and scale it, expect for a Y direction, and bring it down and bring it this position here. And I think we are good here. Yes, this is nice. This is nice. Okay. I think that's it for this part. I have to go, and I think I'm working on this thing tomorrow, and I will create the next part of the video. But it will be a multi-parter, and as you can see, I don't hide anything. You can see all the stuff I'm doing, except for the annoying moving of my vertices, which I don't think it's really interesting. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, or yeah, in the next video. Bye bye. I've got my cell phone isn't ready. My remote control for OBS, so I have to manually stop the recording, and I will stop the recording now. Bye bye.